Hey everybody, I told you a couple days ago that we're going to start doing some video stuff on my Substack, and so this is the first one. I want to, for those of you who are in York, Pennsylvania, this person will need no introduction, but for those of you in the Middle East, Europe, around the US, I'll do a brief introduction. This is my good friend, Aaron Anderson. Aaron is the CEO of Logos Academy in York, and he's also the lead pastor at Living Word Community Church. It's actually where Susie and I were for 6 years. And just recently, Aaron wrote a book. It's called Unlikely Good. I just finished reading it a couple days ago. And I just thought these little videos are about talking to people who are doing some really practical things that are good in their community or around the world or whatever. And so this is the first. So Aaron, thank you for doing this with me for a couple of minutes. I appreciate it. Absolutely. And so, Aaron, let's just get started. What caused you to write this book? What was your motivation? What was happening?
Well, 20 years of living in York, Pennsylvania, and I have to say York because we're not New York.
No, thank you very much. Yes.
York is a town like so many across the country that are these small towns. Mm-hmm. And they have what I would call big city problems, things that are maybe emotionally or relationally complex problems. And I think they're solvable. That's what these small communities they're big enough to have big city problems, but they're small enough that you can know the people that can actually make a difference. And so for 20 years, that's what we've been trying to do here. And so I kind of told some stories, some lessons in that, just to hopefully inspire people to say, man, you're in your small community, you can actually make a difference.
So big picture, if and I can answer this as well. One or two kind of big ideas that you want to get across to everybody to kind of hold on to. One of them is what you just mentioned, but one or two others that is crucial.
I think go to John Cotter, a change management expert guy, who says you can't change anything until there's a crisis. People have to understand there's a crisis. So I think there are problems in communities that break people's heart. So for me, I would look at issues with kids and poverty. Had a little 2-year-old neighbor girl I talk about that was murdered by her mother's boyfriend. Yeah. Things like that you say if there's a problem that's breaking your heart in your community, then run towards it. Mm-hmm. and find other people who are running towards us. Another big principle I'd say in the book is collaboration. Man, there's just a proliferation of people starting new nonprofits, and man, I never want to discourage people, but I'd say in these communities, there are a lot of people who are trying to tackle problems, and they would get so much more done if they would sit down together, get to know each other, and then figure out how to collaborate together.
And you've done that a lot, I know personally. Yeah. So everyone, on another podcast or another thing that I do, I'll probably bring Aaron back. I want him to talk about the police clergy community group that he started some years ago. I was a part of for some years, which is really, really rare. Many of you know, I now live in Denver, and there is a splintering between police forces and religious leaders. It's really, really serious. Wow. So anyway, that'll be an extra one. So Aaron, last thing on this, on Unlikely Good. When you're talking about small to mid-sized communities, so York City is about 50,000 people.
50,000 people, yeah.
The county is a little less than 500,000.
Yes, that's right.
So it's not, I just want everybody to know, for those of you who don't know York County, it's not like a tiny rural town.
No, right.
It's also 45 minutes to an hour north of Baltimore. It's an hour and a half west of Philly. So it's kind of this odd, almost urban, but not really. But then also, I mean, you live in the city.
Yeah.
And it's school. Oh, we're in a school, everyone.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, York City is very urban.
Yes.
I mean, it has a pretty high crime rate.
Yeah.
You quoted in the book that, it's one of the most crime-ridden small cities. Under-resourced. In the. So having been here for 20 years, this is my question. What keeps you from being massively discouraged by it?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, there's a couple answers to that. One is, I would say, is if I didn't really operate out of my faith and my Christian hope, that God is making the world new, and And he really meant that. Like, he really meant that in the world, like, we would have trouble, but he said, take heart, I've overcome the world. I think God intends for his people, working with other people, to go do good in the community. So I really believe that can happen. And I think I've seen, second thing I'd say is, I think the thing I've seen is, with enough time, I think if people plant seeds and give it time, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, man, you can see things actually happen. But you can't run in and think that I'm going to go change, poverty in New York City in a year. It didn't happen in a year. It took generations. There's all kinds of other factors. So I think I just needed some time under my belt to see, okay, with 20 years, like, we have made a difference. And I'm hopeful to see where this would be in another 30.
Right. So longevity is really, really key.
Huge.
Yeah. Which of course, for I think many of us who want to do good, I know I struggle with wanting quick answers to complex problems. And that very rarely happens. I mean, my work in the Middle East, it's a long-term kind of commitment.
Oh my
kind of
gosh.
thing. So,
well, you think about that. You think about the U.S. First of all, like, it's a few hundred years old, right? It's not like the people, we haven't been here that long. But you go somewhere like the Middle East, or problems have lasted much longer. I think we're going to have to expect that the work that we'll do it could either be tilling the hard soil so that something can be planted, but that means that you might not even be the person planting it. You till the soil, plant. I feel like I've planted some things that I'm seeing sprouts come out of the ground. That's where I am right now. But my kids and grandkids, I hope will see down the road, that the full flowering of some things.
Great. Hey, everybody. The book is Unlikely Good. I would encourage you to buy it. Can they buy it on Amazon? Okay, buy it on Amazon. If you send it to Aaron, he'll keep it, but he'll sign it for you. No, I'm kidding.
I will. You can go to my website.
You can go to his website also, Aaron J. Anderson, SON is the Anderson, not EN, .com, and you can look it up. And I would really encourage you to read this or things like it. There's so much crummy stuff going on in the world. It's really, really great to have some ideas about, and motivation and inspiration and practical ideas about, how do I do good in my community today and right here and now. So, Aaron, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Boom.